Democrats are more patriotic than Republicans.
And how would you see it as being patriotic in the way that we left Afghanistan?
Some MAGA supporters are more than happy to speak up and own liberals at the same time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Red, are you ready?
Reason number 5, we chose Costa Rica because we can walk down the beach holding hands, 2 masks that look quite unique and different without worrying about our safety or even getting a single stare from the people from around Europe or from the locals in Costa Rica in the Guanacaste area that we're in.
Oh, that Florida sun. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. You're promoting fake fear. Somebody who's been in a relationship with a man for 15 years never had a problem in the United States ever. So this whole fake fear that you're fearing for your life, walking down the streets in the United States, all of a sudden, holding hands, it's an issue. Stop it. Nobody in the United States has a problem with you. They don't want you talking to their kids about this. It's so simple. It's so simple.
Ooh. It's starting to actually get incredibly ridiculous, to be honest. So, did the LGBT members just disappear from 2016 to 2020, then decided to pick it up under Biden and Harris? Dear Wokies, I know it's hard, but thinking is actually possible. Give it a try sometime. Okay, this one is just trolling, but you know how woke people just take themselves way too seriously and they just miss jokes.
Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
Kamala.
Yeah, I would never vote for
And
Kamala.
so why?
Like if the options were literally Kamala or Kamala, I would probably just not vote at all.
Really? You
Yeah.
don't think she's educated?
Well, she's a woman, first of all.
Oh, well, yeah. So I can see what you guys are doing. You try to get people to sit down.
No,
and
I'm
then
being serious. That's my actual opinion. I don't think a woman should lead the country.
have a really mom.
No, don't talk about my mom. Don't make fun of my mom, right?
Well, does she lead your family?
My mom's not here with us anymore, so it's kind of messed up that you brought up my mom right now.
Okay. Well, my mom's still here.
So your mom's here and my mom's not here? Like, why did you even have to say that? Bring up
No.
my mom. Well, I'm 21 and I made more money than you have.
You're only 21.
21.
Wow, you look like you're about 35.
Well, you look at your 75. I mean, we can both play that game.
Okay.
It's like call me, say I look older. I'm like trying to make fun of me now. Someone she's trying to take shots at me now. She said I'm taking shots. You're taking shots at me.
Had a hard life?
I mean, I grinded to get where I'm at. I stayed humble, stayed low, and now I count up all the figures. Have you had a hard life?
Yeah, I have actually.
What was your hard life about?
Moved out of the house when I was 14, got a job, supported myself.
Well, don't trauma dump, right?
The trauma.
You're trying to trauma dump my channel. I don't like doing trauma dump in here because like I can go into my stuff. Like I could say, oh yeah, my mom left. I was homeless. Blah blah blah. Like nobody, cry me. You know what I'm saying? Like cry me a river.
No,
She's a 75-year-old feminist, guys. A big round of applause.
What Jesus said about homosexuality, nothing. Have you never opened up the Bible in your life?
Absolutely. I read it all the time.
Okay, can you tell me what 1 Corinthians 6:9 says?
That's not Jesus, that's Paul.
In the Bible.
Yes, and that is a disputed translation. Most of the world, it is pederasty. It is not homosexuality. In the 1950s, you got a translation of homosexuality. But in essence, that's Paul. It is not Jesus.
So you think Paul's inaccurate? You think the Bible is inaccurate?
No, I think that he's not Jesus. I think I center as a Christian my beliefs on the teachings of Jesus. He said nothing about homosexuality or sex.
But the Bible does.
Where in the Bible?
It's inspired from God. These are inspired from God.
What do you think about Matthew 25:31 through 46?
Okay, quote it for me. Or just tell me like a summary of what it says.
Aren't you reading your Bible?
Tell me what it says. I'm not supposed to know all
That's
verses
what
of the
I was
Bible.
here. I know Corinthians.
I don't know Corinthians.
No,
I know the
saying-
verse in
no,
Corinthians.
Yeah, you're right.
The same way a Christian knows like John 3:16, for God so loved the world, or Genesis 1:1, or John 1:1.
Yeah.
We can give certain verses. That doesn't mean that I can cite to you the entire Bible. So if you want to talk about it, tell me what it
I
says.
certainly will, because I think it's important for the MAGA group to really understand that.
Do you want this hat?
No, I do not want that.
It would look good on you.
Well, no, thank you. I will just say this. The problem with so-called Christian nationalism, which is really just worship of borders instead of worship of God. But Jesus said in Matthew 25:31, 46, he calls the sheep and the goats together. I mean, he calls the nations and individuals together, not just individuals, but nations. And he separates them like he would separate goats and sheep. And he has 2 columns that you're in. You're either in, not columns, but categories. You're either in the blessed or the accursed category. You know what gets you in the accursed category?
What's that?
Not inviting in immigrants.
I don't understand this version of Christians. If you're going to pick and choose the laws to obey, then just float around doing your own thing or create your own religion. Trust me, people do it all the time. Matthew doesn't say anything about immigrants, you old waffle.
Don't don't wear bigoted shit. Don't videotape me. You're being such an I don't want to be here for this. She's wearing a MAGA hat like a... You don't want America to be great again? I don't want great women. Oh.
Trigger.
Yes, she's wearing a MAGA hat. Now make a video in your car or bedroom, cry about it, and post it on TikTok. We're trying to create a bottomless stash of memes. Thank you for your service. Did you know that MAGA women were funny?
Those chicks are so pissed that Trump would, shaving their heads, screaming that they're gonna go on a strike. You can't threaten people by taking something away that no one wanted in the first place. Also, I don't know what you're doing going on a strike. Some of you really need a hunger strike.
See, that's funny. Get Jimmy Weeping Kimmel a new writer.
Sue had another gender adventure. I did. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ow! Ow!
Y'all keep talking about these gay camps that Trump is planning to send us to. I don't ask for much. My only request is that I'm not bunked with this right here. This or a Jeffrey Marsh type of gay, because I'm telling you, I will lose my mind.
I really don't like that fuzzball or whatever she calls herself. Yeah, she.
Women I've been talking to are really, really concerned, and they're emotional, and a lot of them have a right to be.
Politicians aren't perfect, they're imperfect like everybody else. Trump's rhetoric isn't for everybody, his style isn't for everybody. We got a lot of good things done under Trump.
Okay, then what they did, meaning a woman's right to choose, is removed under Trump.
That's not the only issue in this world, okay? A percentage of the female vote went up 2%. So are those women crazy? I mean, it's not 50%, but it's high 40s, and he got that. So ask those women, like, they voted for Trump. So clearly, it wasn't just abortion was the issue. Now, I agree. Even in very Republican states, pro-choice amendments have done very, very well, okay? So it is a concern. I think most people are pro-choice, okay? But at the end of the day, like, there's a lot of people, there's other things. They're concerned about the broken border. They're concerned about crime. They're concerned about inflation. They're concerned about a lot of other things. So women are not one-dimensional. Men are not one-dimensional. And so if you're upset about abortion, great. If that's your prime issue, then go live in a state that's pro-choice. If it's not your one issue, like a lot of people vote for Trump, you got other things to care about, and he'll fix those things. Not totally, but he'll do his best.
I think it's easy for you to say as a man.
Well, dude, it's easy for me to say about a lot of things. Sure, I'm not a woman. That's why I don't opine on abortion.
Don Lemon needs to take a journalism course or something. Did you guys hear that he was leaving X, by the way? You didn't? He posted a statement X, a video on TikTok, and another video on YouTube. I'm sure it's on his Instagram too.
Hi everyone. I have loved connecting with all of you on Twitter and then on X for all of these years.
I'm sure he was shocked to find out that nobody cared. The only women that are spiraling are the women with poor self-control and decision-making skills who use abortion for birth control instead of actual birth control.
I don't even like you. What right is he taking away from women? You don't like your race. He will spit on you. He don't even like what right is he taking away from women? He don't like y'all. He don't like none of us. He don't even like his own race. What right is he taking away from women? Y'all still not answering my question. I've been asking for like 5 minutes. Y'all brought up education once I asked that question. Because y'all don't even know what y'all talking about. Y'all just go on Twitter, look at what they say, and just run with it. Myron, you go on Twitter. I watched the debate. I heard everything. Y'all thought he was taking away abortions. He can't even do that. Myron, what debate did you watch?
The future's looking good, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe not from where she's standing, but she's not yelling and slobbering yet, so I think there's still hope. Someone told high schoolers that Trump was gonna take away women's rights. She can't defend anything. She's a human parrot.
Should have rights, but do I agree with LGBTQ? Not gonna add my comment, but what else? Not gonna add my comment on that. I'm saving myself some trouble. What else? We talked about abortions, immigrants, and LGBTQ. That's all y'all gotta say about Project 25. See, out of all the things that was on that list, they only pointed out 3 flaws. That means the list was perfect. And I feel like we also should have the purge.
And they're gonna ban books.
I don't read. I don't read.
They're gonna ban our books. That means
Good, that's less work. What is y'all complaining about? Kamala Harris wants to give us 3 more hours of school, y'all. Duh, we pay for that anyway. I got school fees right now for eating lunch.
So this is Myron. He's just trying to rile up teenage liberals, and it's so easy to do. What do you mean they are trying to make you pay for school? You already do that. Pay for college. Even if you're on scholarship, someone does pay for that. Nothing is free.
Cause this needs to be, Trump needs to present this, bro. I'm standing on business about it. What else? Y'all worried about books. I don't even read books. I watch Netflix.
You're 1 out of 10.
No, I'm 3 billion out of 1 million that don't read books. Nobody read books. You watch Netflix and YouTube, yo. Nobody even do work. I search it up. None of your platforms, Lopez. Now what else? Y'all only pointed out 4 flaws, yo. It's truly, y'all see that red? Put the board. Look at that red. It's what in, baby.
Project 25. What's the pros of it?
Nothing.
Nothing? There's no pros? No.
I mean, yeah, they all pros. I thought you said. And Kamala Harris wants to add 3 more hours in school. Y'all wanted that next year? Keep the buck. Right, I don't have no voice. Now, nobody wants 3 hours of extra school. She better give me a 5-day weekend then. Conversation over, man. I won clearly because Trump is in the right. Look at Trump, man. Go, y'all. I'm kidding you.
He's 16 years old. Everyone in that class would be around that age. Bam books, no one is taking away Colleen Hoover. No one is ripping away John Green. It's just disgusting to have children read about sex, that's all. So he is right, he won.
Would you rather have that black kid have a role model be Kendrick Lamar or Clarence Thomas?
Kendrick, obviously.
So not the black American on the United States Supreme Court.
No, he's trying to ban interracial marriage. He's trying to like do all.
Wow, no, he's in an interracial marriage.
He literally like.
He's married to a white woman.
Yeah, I know the Roe v. Wade thing like goes against.
He's trying to ban his own marriage.
Yes.
This was pre-election, obviously, but can you imagine how much more nonsense filled these people's heads as they headed to the polls? Shaving their heads seems like an appropriate response to this delusion. They must be hearing voices at this point. Whoopi and the fools. Sorry, The View are not going to like this one. So many betrayers in the country.
This comment right here is wild to me because what do looks matter? You say I look like this, so I should vote for like, is that not conforming? Is that not conforming?
Nothing is a construct anymore. Forget all their firmer talking points. They are building more.
Make America great again. Oh, come on. I'm about to make you look silly. I love you, man. You're awesome.
Well, then why don't I feel that?
You should! The vibes are immaculate.
Yeah, well, that.
Okay, so facts don't care about your feelings.
So
make America great again.
Just out of curiosity, you already said you didn't like our community. What? We don't go to your events.
You're just on every billboard in the country.
I don't know what people think they do when they aimlessly record to annoy content creators. They are already in front of a camera. Have you ever seen a snark Kamala supporter?
Who did you vote for?
Oh, Kamala.
And why do you think she lost?
Because she didn't really, during the debates and everything, like she just didn't seem like she really knew what she was talking about. So a lot of people didn't really believe in her, didn't believe that she was fit for the office. So
what's gonna happen now?
Honestly, everybody's like, OMG, the world is gonna end. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. Like, of course, things are gonna change, but some things might actually get better, like the wars in the other countries. He might actually fix that. It just, he can't make everyone happy, you know? Nobody can make everyone happy, so. A lot of people are looking at it like, oh, you just didn't want a woman president, you just didn't want a black woman president, but it's not that. Like, it just is what it is. Like, stop trying to make it something that it's not.
Can I ask you something as a black conservative? Your candidate says, I want to make America great again. You tell me when America was great, and then you tell me, would you go back to wherever it was great as a black American? And it's got to be before 2016, my friend, because that's when he was saying that.
I think America was great when everyone was benefiting from economic
No, not general, sir. I'm asking for a specific time. When was America great?
America was great when everyone had equality and everyone was moving towards equality. That's when America was great.
What year was
That's
that,
when America
sir?
was great. After the Civil Rights Movement, that's when America was great and making progress in change.
So let's say the late 1960s, you're saying as a black man, you would transport yourself back to the 1960s.
No, I think America was great when economically everyone was doing better. When we were making we're making progress towards equality, that's when America was great. And
so the sum of the condition of America was when people had economic equality, and you think that was the 1960s?
No, I never said that was the 1960s. I said everything past that. I said everything past that. We've made so much progress from then.
In the 8 years that Donald Trump has been involved in politics, I've seen all the Make America Great hats and all the great t-shirts and all that great stuff, but I'm trying to figure out, as a, I think, intelligent black man, well, when would I go back?
So I do have an answer for you in this equation. Those years will be 2017 to 2021. Alice Johnson is free right now. And I know you want to pigeonhole me into a period. All right, you want to go to prior to 2016? Let's look at the Reconstruction era when we had black Americans as a whole that were finally free from the scourge of slavery because of what happened in the Civil War. They banded together to create something called the Republican Party, and the Democrats created something called the Ku Klux Klan to find and exterminate as many of those recently freed black men as possible.
Well, there's your answer. While Republicans chased after true equality, Democrats masked as KKK to chase after black people. The enforcement acts were put into place to stop KKK activities. But because Democrats are the never giving up menaces, the KKK Act had to be authorized, where the government allowed military force to be used against members of the KKK. The final blow was when the Civil Rights Act, anti-slavery, pro-equality, voting rights, and Reconstruction policies. They are all Republican stances. Maybe you guys actually need to pay reparations, but it would be Democrats to Republicans. Would you like to see a fact check that debate moderators wouldn't have bothered about?
I believe Donald Trump's name appears at least 300 times in Project 2025, and it is a
Yeah, liar, liar, pants on fire.
Are you a Kamala supporter? Sounds good. Can you tell us why do you support Kamala?
To be honest, one, her policies, whether it's dealing with the middle class, abortion, I'm for that. And then also, Trump just doesn't have any clear policy. Like, his head isn't in the right space to be running for president. It's just, a lot of what he says is very harmful, and I don't want that to be my president. I don't want him.
But he's the one that got shot. How's he saying the harmful stuff?
I don't know. Let's look at what he says.
What happened?
Of course he got shot.
She said. Well, she said that Trump's rhetoric is harmful, but he's the one that got shot. So I'm trying to put the two together.
I really hate they missed.
No, that's
You said you hate that they missed?
Mm-hmm.
So are you advocating for political violence?
Yeah.
So you're voting for Kamala?
Yeah.
And you want Trump to be dead?
Yeah. Not to be dead, but not.
But you said that you wish that they didn't miss, right?
Yeah.
So aren't you advocating for his death?
Yeah.
Does that make you a good human?
I don't. Is he a good human?
Well, he brought you lower taxes. He made you more affordable housing. No, you didn't? Okay. Do you like IRS data, or do you deny objective facts like IRS data?
It's always enlightening hearing these people speak. It's really not a surprise too though, because I'm certain that if the scrutiny of society was taken away, their wokey leaders will say the very same thing. I'm sure Obama and Harris giggle about how the bullet should have hit bullseye.
The facts are important, and we'll get to that. I want to start with something that I think is also important about facts, because recently on your show here...
I was just going to get to that.
Good. Helping you out.
You want me to ask you?
No, look, some of you have accused me of being a traitor to my country, a Russian asset, a Trojan horse, or a useful idiot, I think was the term that you used, which basically means that I'm naive or lack intelligence to know what's going on.
They use that.
I want to let your viewers know exactly who I am.
All right.
Set the record straight. I am a patriot. I love our country. I am a strong and intelligent woman of color, and I have dedicated almost my entire adult life to protecting the safety, security, and the freedom of all Americans in this country. It was the attacks on 9/11.
See how Joy or whatever her name is trying so hard to shut Tulsi down? It's ridiculous how women like those in that panel think they can hold a candle to a woman like Tulsi. If you're really about equality, independence, and strong women, you'll see Tulsi as the face of all of that, a true inspiration. Not so these wannabe activists who slander everyone behind a table.
What we have representing our country as the United States of America can be one or two things right now. Billionaire, older white man who has been known to not care about the black community.
Correct.
Or a black woman, a woman of color. Even if you don't take the word black away, we'll go woman of color.
We got to stay with black, and we're going to talk about why.
Okay, but I'm saying
it can't be woman of color.
For the rest of the representation, for the rest of the world to look at the United States of America and the pageantry that we represent, what would be a better choice of identity in pageantry than a white man that's all about money and told us that he cares nothing about us but cares about him? That's the pageantry. Or a woman that at least, and just start a woman that at least shows that she has some sense of compassion, empathy for the people of the United States of America.
Stay right there. You said a woman who shows that she has some compassion for the people of the United States of America.
Right.
But this is the same woman who said America is not a racist country. This is the same woman who said, I'm not going to do anything that's going to only benefit black people, while she sat in office and watched President Joe Biden pass an anti-Asian hate bill, anti-Asian hate executive order, Native American executive order, LGBTQ executive order, and law. So how can Kamala Harris, the so-called black woman, say that I can't do anything just for black people, but you sat in the White House for 4 years with President Biden and watch him take care of specific groups of non-white people, and you didn't demand one thing for your own black people that you claim to be a part of?
Now, again, because those are a lot of semantics in a sense, because we've heard this argument before. She can say a lot of that stuff is taken out of context. A lot of the process of when she's saying she wants to do things for all people and not just black people specifically. We also know that bill, the Asian hate bill, is actually a bill that is for all.
No, it's not. Did you read it?
I mean, it's a long bill.
Read it.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody. They only discuss Asian and Pacific Islander hate in the COVID-19 hate crimes bill. It is not for everybody. It is for Asians and Pacific Islanders.
Okay.
When did Nick Cannon become a political pundit or commentator? You should focus on getting your own house in order first. And this happened during the week too. People have lives, jobs, and school. Not everyone desires stamps and aids, you know? For example, you're laying on your couch making that video and Amela is recording hers from her studio. See the difference?
Please respect the chair's authority.
I respect the chair's authority, but the chair...
Mr. Holman!
You work for me.
Me.
I'm a taxpayer. I'm a taxpayer. You work for me.
Witness will suspend.
In other news, Tom Ghana has been causing a ruckus on the internet lately. Well, not a ruckus, but Wokies hate it. My personal favorite is still when he said, "Families can be deported together." That was gold.
I know you don't like her, but she did do a lot of great things if you read it in this book. Watch. That's Kamala's greatest achievements. That's very good. I love it. Look, they're always working. I'll show it to him. That's good. That's very good. Oh, every single achievement, Brendan.
Man, I wonder how Kamala is actually holding up. Must be tough in these streets.
Being a woman in America is having a sitting member of Congress attack and body shame you publicly when you are 19 years old, and then having Donald Trump nominate him to be the Attorney General of the United States. That's what I'm going through today.
Now, if you were wondering, why is she so upset? Did he really say that to her? I've got something to show you.
Is it safe to say that based off of your comments, you're suggesting that these women at these abortion rallies are ugly and overweight?
Yes.
What do you say to people who think that those comments are offensive?
Be offended.
That's why they are upset. Anyway, if the shoe fits Cinderella, you had better strut.
I have a question for you guys. How many of y'all were bussed in here?
Not one of us.
It seems like a
an
lot.
hour and a half. Oh my God.
From where?
From where? Out by
Not
Richmond
one of us.
Center.
That sounds like a line that the Harris campaign told you to say.
What are you asking?
How many people were bussed in here and paid by the Harris campaign?
No, don't worry.
I bet majority of the people here.
Okay, have a good day.
How are you doing, sir?
You can right off.
You want to jump right to the name calling or what?
No.
That was the slowest sprint I've ever seen in my life.
Hey,
Trump's
don't
like
give
70. Sir, you don't need to chase him around.
Deserve to be chased around.
You don't need to chase him around like that.
We do. We need to chase assholes out of our country.
You probably couldn't catch a tortoise though the way you're running, I'm not gonna lie.
I've had members of my family with dementia. Trump reminds me of both of them.
What does Biden remind you of then?
Biden reminds me of me. If he's not demented, Trump can't do full sentences.
Oh, you think Biden can though?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's got a stutter, but he can do that.
Trump can't do full sentences, but Biden can. However, I believe you when you say Biden reminds you of yourself. I can definitely see it.
So I have a question about the name of the tour. Could you tell me what you mean by brainwashing?
Yeah, I mean, traditionally on college campuses, you are being brainwashed, and by brainwashing, you don't allow dissident ideas, different perspectives or worldviews, and typically on campuses, you'll learn some of the worst, most parasitic ideas imaginable.
Even so, I would argue that brainwashing is a little bit of a harsh term. My parents lived in the Soviet Union, my grandparents lived in the Soviet Union, my great-grandparents narrowly avoided...
Campuses are very similar to what's happened in the Soviet Union.
They are not.
Well, so let me ask you a question. On most campuses, is this kind of discourse invited and allowed? In most of your campuses, would you say that if you are a conservative, do you get graded fairly? Do you guys get graded fairly? Raise your... That's Soviet-style intimidation, right? Disagree, punishment.
That's not Soviet-style intimidation. You know what Soviet-style intimidation is?
Well, the next step would be like, I don't know, calling the whole country garbage. Half the country garbage.
That's not what the Soviets did. Are conservatives getting sent to gulags?
Well, actually, Steve Bannon went to federal prison. Peter Navarro went to federal prison. Donald Trump faced 700 years in federal prison. There are 280 January 6th pretrial prisoners right now for non-violent offenses right now. And by the way, those are like similar to gulags, awful conditions. So it's actually, this country is much more like the Soviet Union than you might actually lead to believe, right?
No, I mean, okay, sure. You have a couple examples of some people who, high-profile conservatives who were sent to federal prison.
I can keep on going, by the way. Douglas Mackey went to jail for making a meme. Do you know who Douglas Mackey is? You might not.
No, I don't.
Douglas Mackey went to federal prison for making a meme in the 2016 election. We don't respect freedom of speech anymore. We don't respect dissident voices. And by the way, don't take my word for it. This is why Elon Musk and Bobby Kennedy and Tulsi Gabbard have left the Democrat Party, and they say the Democrat Party is a party of Soviets and a party of totalitarians. So it's not just Charlie Kirk saying this. It's former Democrats. And yes, of course, the Soviet was a more extreme version of it, but that's where we are headed. We're a country where if you have certain politics, you have a higher likelihood of going to jail.
Well, let me ask you something. In order for, I would say that brainwashing, it can't happen overnight. It can't happen in 4 years. The fact that we have essentially alternating terms between the parties, there's no way to systematically establish something within 4 years.
You're right. It would take sending somebody to K through 12 education and then to college to get them brainwashed. We don't have anything like that in this country.
That actually flew over his head. That's so impressive. Now mention Project 2025 and see how he soaks it all in and even takes the extra mile.
What is it about Kamala that you think is good?
Everything.
Like a policy? Any policy?
She's a normal human being. She's not a fascist. She believes in democracy, and she's not a crook.
So, any policy, I asked?
I just said.
You just personally attacked Trump, but I'm just trying to understand policy here.
Shut up. Out of here. You're such full of Get out of here. If it's not obvious that Trump is destroying democracy, that he's a thief and not a normal person, we need democracy.
How's he destroying democracy?
If you don't know, I guess it's useless.
Can't people argue that the Democrats tried to destroy democracy by using the judicial system to jail him? No?
Not worth bothering this conversation.
Trump's not a normal human being, says the woman panting and transcribing the voices in her head onto the street.
One lady that we interviewed at a Kamala Harris rally said,
he speaks to the sort of machismo, male bravado, kind of the bully type.
What do you have to say about that?
That's absolutely ridiculous. You look at the last 10 years of the left, They've done nothing for us. They've promoted everything but our values, and we're out here today to show that we do not care what anything she has to say, except for what that man there, Donald J. Trump, says.
First and foremost, we support Jesus Christ as
Amen.
King.
Amen.
And as a result of that, yeah, we love all people, and we're gotta fight for life.
Exactly.
And fighting for life is caring about women.
Fighting for life is caring about women. That is such a beautiful statement.
Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
Obviously Kamala. Yeah.
So I actually am a Donald Trump supporter. Okay. So if I act gay, could I get invited to the sleepover?
Well, I'm not pro-life personally.
So you don't think kids should be born?
No, that's not what I said.
That's pretty much what you said. You said you don't want kids to be born.
I kind of like don't really care what like you specifically think.
Guys, liberals and money don't go hand in hand. I'll tell you that for free.
Yes, that's a question. Oh my God.
Why are you voting for someone who is racist?
What has Kamala done that's racist?
You didn't hear what she said last night.
What did she say last night?
Kamala Harris said specifically Asians probably shouldn't be allowed to vote for me.
What do you want her to say?
What do you think about that? Do you agree with that? She said Asians probably shouldn't be allowed to vote for me.
What do you think? If it's when you're in like racism, like.
So you agree with racism?
No, I'm saying if it's rooted in racism.
You just said it's rooted in racism, then it has truth to it. You just said that.
That is not what
That's
I
what
said.
you just said. I think you're just being a social justice warrior right now.
No, I don't. We didn't talk about anything political, like at all. There was no debate.
It's because you guys don't know anything about politics. It's like talking to a baby about taxes. They don't know what the f talking about.
I talk to my baby about taxes every day.
You have a baby?
Yeah. Team Mom. After 8 abortions, I decided to have 2 children.
You think it's a problem though?
If we can make less abortions happen, that is great.
Then you had 8.
But I did have 8 because of my circumstances.
Wait, how is she a teen mom if she's had 8 abortions plus 2 living kids? The wheels in my head are spinning so hard. I have a light migraine. That's crazy stuff.
You pretend you have the moral high ground, but you put that man's finger on the nuclear button. That man doesn't believe in climate change.
So, the election's over. Trump won. Everyone needs to move on. Not this granny. She had a lot of emotions to share.
She has called me names and insulted me just for sitting down in the seat saying that I came here to celebrate today.
Is there going to be a problem?
There will be. I would like for him to change seats with someone.
No, I'm going to get somebody. Well, you don't have that right. So I will get somebody to come and talk.
You pretend you have the moral high ground, but you put that man's finger on the nuclear button. That man doesn't believe in climate change. Do you believe in gravity? Did you know gravity is just a theory?
You grab your belongings when you come.
Right.
We're gonna have to take you off this plane. We're gonna have to take you off this plane right there. Can you grab your belongings and come with me, please? Please. Can you grab your belongings and come with me?
No. I paid for this seat and I'm sitting. He is in my space.
She's causing hostilities.
There's one of 2 ways right now. I need you to grab your belongings and come with me. Right there. That's where the plane with transportation, please.
I'm going home now. My mother-in-law, his mother, died. He had to be here. I'm going home. There is no way I'm getting off this plane.
Issues on this plane, and you are going to get a lot of issues right now, unfortunately.
Fine, I'll be quiet. I'll just
You're not going to be able to go for this plane. I'm not going to allow that either, unfortunately.
I've talked to Catherine.
Catherine wants to go? Okay. So at this point, Catherine wants you off as well. I'm going to have to actually grab your belongings and come.
My husband lost his mother. Have some respect.
And I'm terribly sorry for that, but that does not give you the right to treat me the way you've been treated. What if we trade seats and it quiets down? How would that be? Really, at this point, the captain has already been called. It's no longer.
Here.
Captain's opening his job.
Let's try that.
Please ask him again if we settle down, if that can be okay.
You just know that man is not harming a happily ever after. What was she yapping about gravity again?
For the astrology girlies, I just want to know, I have been studying Kamala's charts and it looks like she is not only going to win, but she is going to be winning a 2nd term. The next 8 years in her chart look really, really strong. Trump's, not so much. Okay, so I was wrong. A lot of astrologers were wrong, a lot of us were wrong. But if you think that right now is the time to tell me that you don't believe in astrology, who gives a about astrology right now, dude?
I came across this one and I just couldn't let it go. Sue me. We care about astrology as much as we did before the elections. Yes, stars tell people who to vote for. You were ahead of the 4th B movement. Maybe you are a good astrologer after all.
Trump supporters,
Y'all ate that up. Y'all ate that up. Y'all showed up and showed out for y'all leader.
Listen, boy, I told you once, I'll tell you again. Boys like you have no place in this society, right? There's more of us than there is you. And that was made evident by the vote. See, the problem is you're just a professional victim, so everything for you is victimhood. Now, once you come out of that mindset, then you would have the ability to speak and have conversations and go back and forth with someone without insults being thrown. See, for you, an insult is calling you boy. For me, you're a boy. It's not an insult. But I don't like seeing you come and be like, oh, let me tuck my tail. Listen, we didn't need you then, and we don't need your kind now. Stay over there. Oh yeah, skedaddle.
Y'all ate that up. Y'all ate that up. Y'all ate that up. Did he just throw a banana? No, he didn't. Oh, yes, he definitely did. I'm here for it.
I'm voting for Trump. So what somebody's going to do about it?
I mean, I'm going to disagree with you.
So what?
Yeah, does it make you feel weird that people...
so what?
Why is it people care about your opinion so much? Is that weird to you that people freak out about your opinion?
No, they believe I have a lot of followers, this and that, but this is my opinion. If I like Donald Trump and I want to vote for him, I'm going to do it. So what? What are you going to do? Beat me up?
No,
I don't
stop.
think so.
No, sorry.
I would love to see these guys pile on Tyson like they pile on every other famous person.
And I understand why you support, your father-in-law. That's your father-in-law. You're the co-chair of the RNC. But his policies, especially towards women, they absolutely take away rights from women. What do you think about that?
How's that?
What do you mean?
Which rights?
Roe v. Wade being overturned, women's reproductive rights.
For 54 years, they were trying to get Roe v. Wade terminated, and I did it. And I'm proud to have done it.
What are we talking
So
about?
here's the thing that's been very interesting to me about this entire election. It's obviously abortion has become really the #1 issue of the Democrats, I think. What they've done to this country, people are smart enough to see. Like it's been bad. People are hurting, like we said earlier. We've already established that. You got wars, you got an open border, you got people with less money in their pocket, can't make ends meet. What happened when the Supreme Court said we're going to get rid of Roe v. Wade is that the most democratic of things happened, which is that this went back to the states so that we the people, he will not sign a federal abortion ban. This should be out of the hands of the federal government, and actually it's a great thing so that here in New York there might be a vote that is very different than what they might have in Alabama or California or Nevada. It's all up to us, we the people in our respective states. And so I think the talking point that Donald Trump is somehow threatening this is outrageous. He said, I want nothing to do with it.
But he takes credit for it. He said, I put the 3 Supreme Court judges on the stand that actually overturned Roe v. Wade.
And you know what? In some places, Charlemagne, it actually means that things are going to be more liberal, and they're gonna have a lot longer opportunity for people to have abortions. Some places it might be less, but you know what? That is up to the people of the states. And Donald Trump, I think, has been very clear that it should never have been in the hands of the federal government. It should have never been in the hands of the United States Supreme Court to decide. It should be up to the people.
Do we know what Charlemagne's IQ is? I'm guessing it's not very high. What's a better democracy than the people voting? You want the federal government to impose on every statement? That's not very democratic at all.
Can Kamala Harris beat Trump? Yes, absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome President-elect Donald J. Trump.
What better way to end the video than a befitting edit?